Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm really very honoured tonight to say that we have got a VIP in the house. And that means a very important person. I'll give you a few clues to who that person might be, because you might guess it as we're going along. A big, big clue is he's the chairman of our community council. If you still haven't worked it out, he's also Santa Claus at the Torchlight Reception. And guess what? His wife's Mrs. Claus at the same time. Now, they tell me he's a very keen sportsman. I believe he plays badminton, tennis, and golf. Gosh, he must have a lot of time in his hands, eh? He's also one of the very valiant volunteers for putting up the Christmas lights, and for that he deserves a wee round of applause. Now this same gentleman, you'd wonder if he's had the time for all this, but for years and years he was also very heavily involved with the Scouts and with the Youth Club and with the YM. So what a busy fellow. Not much wonder he's getting tired. But he's so tired, he's retired. On Tuesday of this week, he says he took early retirement, and he wants me to stress the early. But there's one or two ladies in the badminton club. We have a badminton club in Inverell on a Monday night, and they're not convinced it's early retirement. In fact, on Monday night, he's got to bring either his passport or his birth certificate to prove. He says he's only 63, but I don't know. He's not even 63 yet. Can I please ask the said gentleman to come forward? Jim Beveridge, come on and play that. There's loads of stories here. I'm going to cut some of them a bit short, but there's a certain story, and I don't know if you know up to this one or not, but the Beves and the Grants once went to Wimbledon, and they were having pims, they were drinking pims at Wimbledon. Come on in, Mrs. Claus, don't be shy. So they were drinking pims, but some of them worked out that it was actually cheaper to buy a jug of pims than it was 4 glasses. So, hence they got a jug. And when poor Jim went to the toilet, this lady here, and a certain Duncan Grant, whose wife Betty was looking the other way at the time, decided to slip it into Duncan's haversack. And lo and behold, police evidence. Effort for us. Don't tell Julie, whatever we do. So there's the same jug of pims. Now also, oh boy, you must have upset a few folk in your day. There's a couple of removal men in Grantown. Did you know who they were? For those of you who didn't hear what Jim said, he described them very aptly as a couple of real gentlemen indeed. Gerald and Nigel were from Grantown, removal Spain, and boy oh boy, once they took Jim's van and drove it into the back of the furniture van. So when Jim came out to leave the meter, this was no van, it disappeared. I don't know, eh? There's loads of other stories to the boys, and we're not going to go into them all, okay, with the stories of the Scandies, but anyway, we've decided to put them all in a poem, folks, and if you excuse me, our poet, laureate, Mr. Leonard Grassick, has put together a very fine piece for this said gentleman. And it says, "You really are a shining light. A bright spark, some would say, the dreaded meter reading man here in Grantown stayed. But now you have decided to retire from your daily chores and keep your eye on the sports page for all the East 5 scores. You show your skills on the tennis court with a racket in your hand. The jab you removed from Wimbledon could have got you banned. Your little van was motionless, the wheels completely stuck, and then you lost your transport, hidden in the furniture truck. A pair of bloomers on display, the aerial it dressed, the children at the primary school, and the teachers were impressed. There's many tales that we could tell about your working life, or how John Lake introduced you to Linda, your dear wife. The chairman of the community council, well, it's not an easy task. Helping with the Christmas lights and a fly bram from Duncan's flask. But now it's time to settle down. The peace mark's no longer required. The alarm clock safely put away. A long lie if you're tired. So all the best from us to you. Enjoy the retirement life. A chance to do more housework and more holidays with the wife. We'll give him a minute to have a wee speech. We'll give him a speech, but a couple of things in the poem. Have we got the pounds, Jack? And we also mentioned something to do with East 5. Have we got something to do with... Oh, look at that. Signed by the East 5 first team squad on behalf of Jim. There's a bottle of champagne from East 5 when they won the championship in the year 2007-2008. And for Linda, his long-suffering wife, Janet has done a lovely bunch of flowers for her. On behalf of my wife and myself. Just thank Charlie very much. You know, he's right through today. Again? I can only thank everyone. I just hope you all get bigger bills now that I want. To look after. Thank you all very much. Well done, Ken.
The wife's pregnant.
Sorry.